Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. For those of you who are new to my channel, child, let me introduce you to the Jungle Beauty Goddesses, the life-size fabric sculpture dolls you see sitting behind me. I created these dolls myself, and as I was sewing them, they would not stop talking to me. And this led to my Jungle Beauty Goddess book series, which is a juicy, sensuous story about human evolution, my Jungle Beauty Goddess Oracle deck, and my Jungle Beauty Goddess Ancestor Money Child. Yes, available in my Etsy shop. So in today's video, oh my God, I want to show you how to use Words of Power, my favorite magic book in the world. This is beginner friendly. The book is by Damon and the Gallery of Magic. All you need is this book, and this book is less than $15. That's it. This book and your voice. Yes, and it shows you how to pronounce the words. But I am going to actually do one with you. You have to purchase the book, and you have to activate the book, so to speak. So you would have to purchase the book and activate it. But that's it. All you need is this book, less than $15, and your voice. And I think you can even, if absolutely necessary, as long as you are looking at the words and thinking it in your mind, you don't even need your voice. But let's just say, your voice in the book, this is it. I have done reviews on this book. The Words of Power. This book is user friendly. I think if you're going to dab into magic for the first time, this type of magic, you're using candles or oils or chanting. You don't have to maybe when I say chanting, it's very, very easy, and I'm going to do one with you guys. Yes. So I want to go over some of the subjects that you might want the angels to help you with. And so we have get public support for a project, dedicate yourself to a new skill. So let's just say you're trying to learn how to do something new, and you want to be able to memorize it or do it better or become good at it. Yes. Obtain wisdom. Know what somebody is thinking. Learn about the near future. Learn about the far future. Become the most lovable version of yourself. This is the one that I am going to do today to show you how to use this book. Be the center of attention. Appear valuable to somebody of importance. Attract a guide or a mentor. Be given a chance against the odds. Let go of let go of guilt and shame, and make an enemy terrified of you. These are just some of the topics, but I'm going to show you how to use Words of Power today. So let's do my favorite one, the one I like to do all the time, which is become the most lovable version of yourself. So this is what it looks like. I'm sorry, this is my lipstick here by mistake. But basically, this is a sigil. And all you're going to do, guys, this is the sigil, and these are the names of the spirits that you are going to call. And as you can see, it is written in a way that helps you enunciate the words. You can also go to the Gallery of Magic website, and they have pronunciations, and they also answer a lot of questions you may have. So what you're going to do, guys, and this is really simple. Before we get started, I'm going to read you the description on how to become the most lovable version of yourself. Despite the description, this doesn't mean the magic would turn you into a cuddly and lovable teddy bear of a person. This magic is aimed at making you seem supreme to others so that they are drawn to you, darling. The darling part is mine. The magic can be used in two ways. In the first, you focus on making the magic work to let your true beauty shine through. This lets people see your soul and desire you for who you are, or desire to work with you because they sense your talents. The second way to use this is to actually request changes in yourself. After reflection, you may decide that you are too lazy, grumpy, and overweight, for example. Don't be too hard on yourself, but identify the things that make you less appealing to others and use this magic to encourage change. You must then follow through on the change with real-world effort, guys, and the spirits will support your effort. So that is a description for become the most lovable version of yourself. Now, what you're going to do is contemplate, reflect, think about, meditate about the things you want to change. And then you're going to look at the sigil, and you are going to look you're going to scan the Hebrew words. This is a sigil, and these are Hebrew words. You do not need to know how to read Hebrew. You're not reading, you are scanning. And you're going to scan it from left to right. So you're going to look at each letter, each line, just like this, guys. And you're just scanning it with your eyes, right? You're just scanning. Now I want you to take a moment and think of a time where you felt a tremendous amount of gratitude. For me, it's when my kids were born, when I was offered my job as a college professor. Just think of those moments, and you want to hold the vibration of gratitude. That is, you just hold that in your spirit. And so while you are scanning the letters in Hebrew and contemplating the problem and contemplating the changes you want to make, right? That's why you're scanning. That's what you're thinking about. Now, once you finish scanning the words while you're contemplating the changes that you want to make, then what you want to do is hold the vibration of gratitude. So once you hold once you can think, you have the feeling of gratitude in your spirit, you don't have to think about how the problem is going to be solved, because the angels or the spirits are going to take care of that. In my mind, I feel like they work with your ancestors, your higher self, with God. So, they know the best way. So you don't have to contemplate a plan or think about how it's going to work out. None of that. All you have to do is hold the vibration of gratitude and feel as if what you've just contemplated and thought about has come true. So you're holding the feeling of, man, I'm so grateful. It really happened. Like, I am so happy. I really feel the feeling that you would feel as if everything you've just contemplated or prayed or asked or thought about, whatever word you want to use, that has come to pass. And it happened. And you hold that vibration. Now, you're going to move down to the names of the spirits. And what you're going to do is, as you can see, it has an enunciation. You're just going to pronounce it just the way it is written, right? But you're going to read it from left to right, the way we normally read words, sounding out the sounds. If the sound is not perfect, it is not a big deal. The angels are not going to be like, oh my God, we can't help that person. He didn't even say our name right, or she didn't say our name. They don't do that. I think they're pretty, they're high level beings. They don't, if you get it wrong, just give it your best shot. One of the things that Damon says in his book is that when you speak the names, you have to know that you are speaking to a spirit and speak to them to the ends of the universe. It's like when you're calling out to a friend and you expect that friend to answer. So when you say the name, you want to take a moment and look back at the sigil. So, for example, the first one is Ak-at Riel. So I'm saying, and then you look at the sigil. Just take a big picture, look at the sigil, go back and say the next line, which is Yen aha give da ha. I'll take a moment, look at the sigil, say the next word, which is Kaf T's L, and then take a moment, look at the sigil, and you'll do that until you get to the bottom of the list of the names. Now, after you have said the names, you should close your book, this beautiful, wonderful book, child, and go and do something like maybe take a nice bubble bath, cook a nice meal, watch your favorite television show. You don't want to, start thinking about, oh, when is this going to happen? What are you going to do? Like, you want to forget about it. You literally want to forget about it. So one of the things I like to do is I like to hula hoop. So after I do my magic, I like to hula hoop or make myself a nice breakfast burrito, something to take my mind off of the magic. That is how you use the Words of Power by Damon. It is really an easy book. Like I said, this book is less than $15. All you need is your voice. This is a perfect book for beginners. I know this magic is pretty simple. Don't overthink it. Sometimes you will feel the spirits. Yes, it is the most beautiful feeling in the world. If the way I would describe it is, it feels like a giant butterfly. If a giant butterfly, a 6 foot tall butterfly was flapping its wings, it's what the wings would feel like. It's a vibration that is very beautiful. Sometimes I feel it, sometimes I don't, but whether you feel it or not, the spirit world, they have heard you. This magic is safe, at least from my experience. Damon says it in the book himself. But I have been working with the Gallery of Magic and working with their books for years now, and I can only go by my experience, and I can say that I feel that this magic is very, very safe. It's very simple. What I love about it is I feel like sometimes that these spiritual beings, they're working with your higher self, your ancestors, your guardian angels, with God. Like this spirit, this realm, to me, it's like you're gonna get what's for your highest good. I don't know if that makes sense or not. And you're not working with like voodoo dolls, not that I have a problem with them, or candles, and candles can be very expensive and time consuming to make, or oils. It's just as simple as I showed you. You simply, and I guess I just like to repeat things. You got to look at the sigil, right? Contemplate and think about what's bothering you, the changes you like to see happen. You're going to scan from right to left. If there's 2 paragraphs, always start with the right one. Scan from right to left, go down each line as you're thinking about your problem and the changes you like to see. Once you have scanned the Hebrew, you don't need to understand it. I feel like it's an ancient language that your soul recognizes. You don't need to, you're just scanning the letters. Once you have done that, you want to have a feeling of gratitude as if it has already happened. Think in the spirit world. Don't think about how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. Just the feeling of gratitude. So I like to think of something that have already happened to me that I'm very grateful for, and I hold that vibration. Once you're holding the vibration of gratitude, you want to go down to the list of spirit names, angel names at the bottom of the sigil, and it is written in a way to help you enunciate it. You want to speak as if you are talking to a friend who lives at the end of the universe, darling. You want to say it with all your heart. I think he said something about letting the words vibrate through your throat. I don't do that. Sometimes I like to sing, sometimes I'm loud, but I found that either way it works really well. So you read a name and then you look at the sigil briefly, then you go back to the next name until you finish with all of the names, and then you do something that takes your mind off the magic, knowing that it has worked. I really hope this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darlings, in the next video.